Good morning, everyone. This is Amit Pabari, founder and managing director of CR Forex. What a week it was last week. Everything was falling. Commodity market, में gold and silver fallen, equity market across the globe fallen, and 10-year yield fallen. Apart from that, dollar also got weaker. Generally, in times of volatility, we have seen that dollar gets stronger. This time, dollar also got weaker. Let us understand why and what is the major trend of dollar in coming days. Now the question is whether the Trump tariff is new in the market or it is an old phenomenon. If we go back to history, it has been proven that there were two more incidences where the similar kind of activity happened in 1828 and in 1930. Both led to recession or depression in the entire world, specifically in US. In the last time in 1930, US exports fell drastically. Global trade shrank by 66%. Whether the trend is going to follow this time too, let us understand that. We think that Trump tariff is going to do more harm to their economy than doing harm to the rest of the world. Today, US is depending on its imports like anything in the history. If you see the chart, in 1928, they were dependent close to 5 to 6% of their entire good production based on import. Today, their dependency is 13%, which is much higher. Now, if US increases the tariff, it is going to harm their own economy. Let us understand why. First step will be if their import cost is rising, it is going to hurt their manufacturer, which is going to increase the inflation, which is going to give less money to the end consumer, resulting in lower GDP. Second important issue which is going to come is that currently entire world is thinking that US is the reserve currency and everyone wants to put money in US dollar. Now there is a trust issue in US dollar. Now because of the trust issue, what will happen? Foreign investment will decline, capital deficit what they are having, capital flows will reduce, and dollar will get weaker gradually. Now let us understand what is the outlook on dollar index. Dollar index have been falling like anything from last couple of months, and currently charts are showing that it is highly in a oversold territory. So we are expecting some kind of a bounce back towards 103.50 to 104.50 kind of a area, and 101.50 to 102 will act as a strong support for dollar index in the short term. But gradually we are expecting the dollar index is going to break 100 ka key support level, and gradually it will move towards 97 or 98 kind of levels in coming months. Now let us discuss outlook on rupee. Generally during uncertain times we have observed that dollar will get stronger and rupee will get weaker. However, last week we have seen the trend was exactly opposite. Dollar was getting weaker and rupee was getting stronger. Apart from that, crude oil prices and flows in the debt market also protected the rupee. Going forward, we expect that 84, 80 to 85 is going to act as a very strong support for rupee for coming days, and the pair can gradually move towards 86 to 86.20 levels because of the following reason. Reason number one, monetary policy of India is due on 9 April. The entire market is expecting that RBI can go and cut interest rate as inflation in India is under control. If that happens, it can be negative for flows which are coming in the debt market. Second reason, if rupee appreciates near 85 or 84.90 reason levels, we are expecting that RBI might start buying dollars again. On as on 31st Jan 2025, we have seen that RBI had a net sell book of 77 billion. So it makes a logical sense for RBI to come and intervene then, so that they can prepare for uncertain times. And lastly, we expect that because of the tariff issue, equity market across the world will be under pressure, and the same will apply to India also. Because of all of this reason, we are expecting that 85 should hold, and gradually the pair should move towards 86 to 86.20 kind of levels. In terms of volatility, one thought that comes into my mind is that किसी भी चीज को अगर दिल से चाहो तो उसको हेज कर लो, क्या पता कल मार्केट कहाँ पे हो. नाउ लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड, तो दिल से क्या स्ट्रेटेजी बनानी चाहिए एक्सपोर्टर्स के लिए और इंपोर्टर्स के लिए. स्ट्रेटेजी फॉर एक्सपोर्टर इज वेरी सिंपल. In NDF on Friday, rupee closed near 85.50 kind of levels. So they can keep a stop loss of 85.25 on a closing basis and wait for higher levels like 86 to 86.20 to increase their hedge ratio. Now let us discuss strategy for importers. Importers had good time because they have got chance to cover near 85 kind of level on Friday. But if anyone had missed that levels to cover their near-term imports of 30 to 45 days, then they can wait for lower levels of 85.25 to 85.35 kind of level, where they should ideally go and cover the near-term imports for next 30 to 45 days. With this, I will end my today's presentation. Jai Hind, Namaskar, फिर मिलेंगे next week. Thank you.